Greetings YouTube. Today I think is the 18th, maybe 19th of July 2020. Actually, while I'm stopping here at this stop sign, let me reset my trip computer here. Alright, trip is set there, and then I got a little bit of a low tire pressure warning here. It'll heat up in a sec. 13,918 miles. Let's do this. Today I'm going to the Home Depot. No. Am I going to the Home Depot? I don't know if I want to go to the Home Depot. Well, let me take this opportunity to double check my tires again here. 35 on the front. No, the front's 35. The rear is 35. It's blinking at me. When I get home, I'll put some more air in. How about that? So the other day, I went out for a ride. I didn't record it, but I wanted to make sure that my tires were, full up and all. So I was at the Sheetz gas station, and I thought, let me use their tire thing here. So in order to do I checked the front tire where the fill valve, I guess the air valve on the front tire. So I checked to see where it was, and it was in a reachable position. And then I looked at the back and I couldn't see it. So lickety split, I just put the bike up on the center stand. I've gotten quite good at that now. And turned the tire to where I needed it, filled it up, no problem. The front was already good, so as the English like to say, Bob's your uncle. Done. Yeah, I think I'd rather go to either the other Home Depot or Lowe's. I just don't want to be around Fuquay. I just don't want to be around Fuquay. You ever get that feeling you just don't want to go somewhere your bubble's telling you? So my bubble's telling me don't go that way. So I'll go the opposite way. And I think I'll take the back road. Should I take the back road? I could. I totally could. Hopefully my tire pressure will start coming up soon here, and that blinking light will turn off. What the heck is this? Amplify Church. Huh. Looks like a rooms to go, but it's an Amplify Church. Interesting. 37 it is going up, so I'm alright. So why am I going to a home improvement store? Well, underneath my house, what is this crazy thing? I don't know what that was. Underneath my house is an outlet. It's in the crawl space under the house. So I don't have a cellar, I have a crawl space. And because I'm on a hill, that part of the crawl space is really tall. So you have to get on a stepladder to get to the outlet. It's in the quote-unquote ceiling, in the joists, underneath the insulation. And it's pointing down, obviously. And it's got a GFCI in it. And that GFCI is the medium point between the outlet in my garage and an outlet on my front porch. And when I first moved in, I noticed I couldn't get any power out of the outlet in the garage, and I went to the circuit breaker and it wasn't popped or anything. So I was wondering what was going on with that. So while I was underneath the house, I noticed that the GFCI was there and the button was popped out. So I pushed it back in, and then I got power in the garage. Well, like 10 minutes later, it popped out again. And I went and pushed it in again, and it kept popping out, popping out, popping out. Like, all right, well, this is obviously something wrong. And I didn't really need to use the power outlet in the garage because I was a lazy shit. What do you mean was, Mike? So I decided, I'll get to it. Never got to it. 15 years later, for some reason it was working fine all winter. I pushed the button and it was fine. And so I have a refrigerator out in the garage now. I was able to plug that in to the garage outlet, no problem, until recently. And I think it's because of the humidity. The humidity gets up in there and causes a problem. And it pops that GFCI. It's the only thing I can think of. So I thought, well, finally it's time. Let me go get a new GFCI. By the way, for those who don't know, it's a ground fault circuit interrupter. They usually put them in bathrooms next to sinks and stuff. In case you drop something electrical in the sink, it'll pop that thing out and then you don't die, hopefully. So I get in the car. I get on the local Ace hardware store. I like the Ace hardware store better because it's smaller, the people there are more helpful. It is more pricey, but it's easier to find stuff because you don't have to walk around for a half a mile. So, no, I walk up to the door, it's like 6:05, it's closed. Damn it. So then I continued going down the road toward Lowe's Home Improvement. And, walked all around there looking for the right things, as I had to buy a few things. It's never just one thing when you go to a home improvement store, because, honey-do list and all that. So I got me a couple of ground fault circuit interrupters because I couldn't remember, or I never checked to see what ampage and all that the one I had was. So I saw that there were two different kinds, a 15 and a 20. So I got both. Figured I can always return the other one or use it somewhere else. It wasn't that much money. I get it home. I get underneath the house. It's dark underneath there. There's a light bulb, but it never comes on, even though there's no reason why it wouldn't come on, but anyway, it's not coming on. So, I got my little headlamp on, and I climb up my step ladder, and I got my screwdriver. Of course, I turned off the power to that whole area. Actually, I turned off the power to the whole house, because the way the things are written on the circuit box, I can't tell which one that goes to, so I just cooked all the power of the whole house. Made my sweet pea sit out in the porch. And now I know I'm safe. So I removed the box. And I read it, and it's hard to read because, it's very dimly lit. And by the end of the day, my eyes are they're useless. As a matter of fact, I'm sitting here feeling for my glasses, and I left them in the house, so if I need to zoom in on anything while I'm there, I have to use my phone now. Anyway, should always keep a pair of reading glasses on the bike. Note to self. So I'm reading it, and it's the 20, not the 15. So great, I get the 20 out, and I'm reading it, and it's really hard to read because my eyes are crap, even though I have bifocals or progressives, whatever they're called. And I cannot read that to save my life. I'm trying as hard as I can, squinting. It's been over a year since I had my eyes checked, so that's on my to-do list for Wednesday. I was supposed to go last Wednesday, but I wasn't feeling good. I read it as best I can, and from what I can see, it's the top end. I call it the top end. This end, rectangular. This end is for the whites, the two white thingies, wires, and the bottom end is for the two black wires, the power, and then you get the ground wire, of course, on the side. Okay, that's all straightforward. So I pull it apart, get the new one, put it in, and make sure the wires are tight, the whole thing. Ground is secure and all that. I push it all the way back up in there. I secure it. I put the cover on it. I go back to the outside of the house where the circuit breaker is. Pop that circuit breaker back on. And the power in the house is on, but I can tell that the thing isn't working because the fan isn't coming on the porch, which means that my refrigerator is also not on in the garage. So, turn off the power to the house again, take the thing down again, read it more carefully with the dim light of my headlamp and my terrible eyes and my glasses, and I read it and read it and read it and read it and read it. Oh, I screwed up. It's not white, white, black, black. It's white one side, black one side, white one side, black one side. So, I redo it, put it back in, and it's got a light on it now. They have lights on them now. And there's still no power. I turn the power on, and it's still not working. I'm yelling out to the porch. Is it working? No, the fan's not on. Okay. So, kind of aggravated, justifiably aggravated. So now, I'm looking at the thing, and I'm pushing the button, and nothing's happening. I see one solid green light, and I see one blinking red light. And I'm wondering, what the heck is this? So then I pull out the little piece of paper. They got like 17 little booklets in there because it's got like 19 languages or something. And I'm reading it, and it says, if the red thing is blinking, you have to replace the whole outlet. Well, I'm colorblind. A little teeny light like that blinking, I don't know if it's red or if it's green, so I take out my phone and I zoom in real close. I take a picture of it and I look, and yeah, it's a blinking red. Son of a... So now, okay, I have to get another one. Apparently when I put it together the first time and turned it on, I probably blew something. I never heard a noise or nothing. No smoke, no nothing. But because I didn't set it up right, I damaged it, I guess. Killed it. So now I'm going to Home Depot. I couldn't go last night because it was closed. Not Home Depot, Lowe's. And I'm going to get me another one of those. And we'll see what happens. I'm going to make sure to use my phone to zoom in on it before I put any wires anywhere. And of course, don't worry, I have a process. Turn off all power, make sure you're safe. Da, da, da. It's just aggravating. I was pretty pissed off because I'm all sweaty under the house, it's all humid and there's spider webs everywhere, and it's just nasty environment. And I'm not used to, putting a screwdriver over my head multiple times and unscrewing stuff and rescrewing it in and all that. And so, your arms get tired. You got to take a break, and you got to do it again. You got to take another break. Getting old, right? Out of shape. Blah blah blah. Anyway, at least I get to ride today. So that's my little story of home improvement. Not really improvement, home maintenance, I guess you could call it. Anyway, it's my Kaylee 7. I'll talk to you later.